just don't know what you did to me. But one thing I know is that I see you in my dream, and I've been tainted by your love. It's been a while since I had someone who struck me so hard inside. But please don't make no mistakes, 'cause I'm on my way. I should have known that you were right for me, 'cause I lose my mind, girl, when you take control. You fulfill my fantasy, so I'm on my way. I swear I can't move on. My love for you is too strong, and I've been tainted by your love. It's been a while, girl. If I saw you leaving, I'd rather go blind. So please don't make no mistakes, 'cause I'm on my way. I should have known that you were right for me, 'cause I lose my mind, girl, when you take control. You fulfill my fantasy, so I'm on my way. I should have known that you were right for me, 'cause I lose my mind, girl, when you take control. You do something big, so I'm on my way. So I'm on my way. And that's why when you call me up, I'm on my way. I see now that I'm coming up. Everybody trying to show me love. Where were you when I was stuck up in the mud? Now I'm a kid nigga, you're now my blood. So keep that same energy, ay. Keep that same energy. Don't complain to me. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Nah, don't complain to me. I'm outstanding, so I stand out. You tryna fuck with me for some clout? I'm cool if y'all, I know what that's about. I'm returning the vibes, you get what you give out. Pull up in the RA, make these heads cost. I swear no one thought I'd make it this far, 'cause I just started. I need positive vibes only, don't need nothing toxic. Posting no pic, now I got cloud chasers calling. But keep that same energy. Don't complain to me, because you had your chance to be with you and fucking around with me, baby. And now these niggas see, babe. You see the fame and the life that I'm living. I took it all, ain't none of this was given. And just by looking, you can tell that I'm different. But keep the same energy you was given, ay. I know they not glad that I made it. I can tell by the look on all their faces. Excuse me, sorry, forgot what your name is. All this fake club cause I'm finally famous. But keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Nah, you don't fuck with me, babe. Nah, same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Roll up the dough, get me in my zone. Do not hit my phone, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just by looking, you can tell that I'm different. But keep the same energy you was giving. Ay. Keep the same energy. Ay. Keep the same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Keep the same energy. Nah, don't complain. Keep the same energy. Same energy. Keep the same energy. T.F.C.
It's your girl China Blakk. CB, man, was good. So what had happened was I totally forgot. I'm used to co-hosting. You know what I'm saying? It's the Mac and Blakk show. Is this show is called Are You Serious, China? And that's the reason why we came up with this name. Okay, that was God leading us in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Because I totally forgot to send my man the goddamn code to get up in here. So while we wait for Mac, for those who don't know, I am China Blakk. I'm always the host, but during Wednesdays and sometimes, as y'all can see, it's a Friday. Me and Mac Millie do a show together. Mac Millie 215. Make sure y'all are following him. Now make sure I'm putting the banner up there. We will be discussing a few topics. A lot of times we come on here, we don't really know what the topics are, honestly, sometimes. So we like to give our honest opinion and our honest reactions on different things. So we have a few things that we're going to talk about today. I'm going to start it off with a few announcements while we wait for Mac to get up in here. The songs that y'all were just listening to, that is Sex Bay. Make sure y'all are following her on all her platforms. Imani Loren. For those who don't know, who are new to the channel, I was in acting classes with Imani Lauren and her mother, who is her momager. She plays the saxophone, she plays the keyboard, she can sing. Obviously she can act. Pure talent. Honestly, her mom can act too. They both did great. The EP is out right now, so make sure y'all are checking it out. I believe it's called Solitude. I believe I shared it earlier. It's fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I already listened to majority of all of the songs because you know the EPs are pretty small nowadays. Y'all, hold up. New wig, same bitch. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Now this one right here, I had this for a minute. This is a little trash wig too. You know what I'm saying? This is a little partially synthetic and shit. You only could get about 300 degrees on this thing. So I had to switch it up a little bit before I get this dog on this good old sewing and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to switch it up a little. I don't know where your man's at. Is at. I'm usually the bitch that's late. Okay, spark the tweed. Never smoke that nigga Reggie. Now I'm drinking today. Okay, so I won't be smoking because for y'all who have been watching, y'all know when China drinks and smoke, this show is not going to go well. I mean, it might be funny, okay, when I do both, but I get the slurring, saying the wrong words and shit, and I already be saying words wrong because English language ain't shit. What is all the silent bullshit for? You know how confusing it was explaining knife? Yeah? To my son? I'm just saying. Moving on, you know what I'm saying? Back to Mac Millie with his ass because he still ain't up in here, right? Me and Mac Millie got a real connection, man, because first of all, we're both left-handed and we're doing our show today because the Derek whatever the fuck his name is, as far as the George Floyd trial, rest in peace to George Floyd, I'm sorry. And along with that and getting the verdict and everything else, we also found out about, I want to, am I saying it right? Micaiah. I want to say her name is Micaiah. Makia, I'm not sure. The 15-year-old that was shot by the cop. Now we have an update on that, which is good. Okay, I have an update on that. I have pictures on that. I don't know where the fuck Mac Millie is at. To tell y'all the truth, I really don't know. Cause y'all know already know I do this goddamn show by myself. So I really don't know where he is. So until he get there, we just gonna play one of his fucking songs. I don't fucking know. I'm calling his ass.
Yo, D-Man. What's up? You ready for this 100 Rags video, man? Yeah, I got Frank Nitty with me. Where you at? 33rd and Cumberland? Say no more, I'm on my way. Just copped this little 300C, so you know, you see me pull up in that thing.
Yeah, we working.
Oh
right
yeah,
Jello Beats.
Mac,
Holla
where you
at me.
at? They call me Dutchy, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't just say it, I mean what I mean. Mason Margiela, you Jagger, Alexander McQueen. It's like I got a whole nother life overseas. I do it for my niggas doing life over keys. I'm sitting in my coupe dreaming about Lear jets and how to never go broke. And how I just cop and I'm already out of coke. I got a problem, I just bought a pound, I'm out of smoke. I'm missing a couple screws and I don't even give a fuck. And all my bullets got holes in the tip of them. It's 100% chance I ain't missing them. And if I do, forever he be sitting up, wheeling around town. Cause that's how I get down. And Dutchy man ain't never been a clown. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. Bitch, I'm tryna get 100 million more, I'm getting money. 100 rack cool, 100 rack Jew, 100 rack work, 100 rack car, 100 rack cool, 100 rack Jew, 100 rack work, 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack, it ain't no turning back. 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack, it ain't no turning back. SMG, we ballin' like Spalding, I cross him. GPS, I lost him. Randy, how I moss him. Millie bout that gunplay. All I know is gunplay. Al Pacino, how I kill him any given Sunday. My team here, we move out. Don't ask me what my block about. Niggas know I'm riding out. Just show me where they hiding out. Back up on my shit again. SMG, we here to win. Built off self-success. You niggas middlemen, bullshit. Falling on them haters like LeBron, they thought I lost it. Millie kill him every single time. His shit is awesome. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley, I be whipping while they walking. These niggas fraudin'. Back to the basics, black and red Asics. Money on my mind, so that money's what I'm chasing. Maserati racing, tearing up the freeway. You ain't got a clue, I'm bringing drama like the DJ. Call 100 rack cool, 100 rack Jew, 100 rack work, 100 rack call, 100 rack cool, 100 rack Jew, 100 rack work, 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack. It ain't no turning back. 100 rack, 100 rack, 100 rack. It ain't no turning back. What's happening? You already know the voice, but I'ma tell you my name again just to be nice. They call me Dutchy Mac Millie. What it do, man? Hey Duke, good looking out, baby. Jalil, keep them coming, man. You see what real niggas doing to your beach, you heard me? Really though. Oh yeah.
This nigga late as shit. Fuck out of here, Mac Millie. This nigga Mac always talking shit. Yeah. Okay, you came in through giving a seasick. That's why the nigga he had look at him. Look at him. Mm-hmm. Look at him dripping. Uh-huh. Look at what you looking at, nigga. What you all right? I sent the motherfucking joint late. But what the fuck that got to do with the extra 5 minutes, brother?
I'm trying to figure out why you all delayed and shit.
Man, shut up. Cause I told you to go on your channel. I'm gonna take it down. We had 1080, 720. I'm gonna take it down to 480. I'm lagging on this nigga side because of him. And he's talking, I'm trying to figure out why. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm trying to make sure it ain't me. If it's
you got
me,
the Lumi camera and the motherfucking iPhone and shit. What's good? Am I back?
oh, there you go. Now it's right. CB, what's up?
What's good, McBilly? What's the dilly with your late ass?
Sent me the joint on late. It's like, no, I ain't even gonna cap. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all.
What had happened was, tell them what happened.
I was watching Snowfall. I see Scully caught up in the in the hospital. I mean, almost caught the drop on Louis and shit. I mean, so I was getting caught up. And CB sent the fucking link leak. She sent that shit like she just sent the John like a fucking minute ago.
I did, and you know what I was trying to do though, because you said you wanted to go live on Instagram, but what we didn't take into consideration the fact that it might echo on this side while we're live on that side. So maybe we could do a pre-recorded.
I would have just turned the volume down on him.
Yeah, but we didn't even have. We just don't have time to go through it right now. Let's just try it now. You want to try it now?
No, because the whole thing is that I would have to go out to my car and go get my phone. I left.
Oh, okay.
My other phone is in the car.
Oh, let me put our banner up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no tweet.
What's
So
up,
I'm gonna be drinking.
You ain't got nothing?
No, I smoked it all earlier and
it's Friday, bro.
I know, bro. And this little boy was supposed to be going.
You just keep putting me up with this fucking bang.
Listen, it comes up that way. If this was on your channel, we wouldn't have these problems. You'll be able to do it yourself, brother. You think I want a beard when I already got a little scruff down here anyway?
Yeah, you right. What's up, CB, man?
Man, let me tell you something. First off, our fans was looking for us Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep, people was looking for us Wednesday. And I was telling them earlier, like, me and you got a crazy connection because I knew from watching the video of, the trial of George Floyd and Derek's bitch ass, and then, that moment of he guilty, and then not long after that, we had to see the stuff with the 15-year-old. So we were kind of both going through it. I had to call you and be like, bro, you want to reschedule?
Yeah.
Because I know we both was feeling some type of way.
Feeling some type of way is an understatement, but
yeah. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah, that whole thing, man. We really only had like an hour to, really embrace that shit. You know what I mean? Embrace it, because I'm pretty sure I could go on Facebook and check, some comments and things like that. Like it was points where people already was just counting this shit as not guilty. Let's get ready to riot. Let's burn the city down. That's with it.
I was snapping. I really was snapping. I was one of those people that had no hope.
Wanted to go beat up the aunt, the uncle.
Yes, I want to. Yes, I do, and I still do. I still want to beat their daughter's ass. All of those cops that wasn't on trial, and Derek Chauvin or whatever, his niece or his baby mama. Yes, I still do want to whoop ass. I do.
Want to beat the dog up.
Yup. Now I don't know. I don't know about the dog. I'm gonna leave the dogs alone. But people, okay, I understand what they say about a dog being a man's best friend. I understand that. I trust the dogs over these people any fucking day.
So
he got found guilty. So I got the pictures up here because, you know what I'm saying, he was looking like this. He was, oh, they found me guilty. Yeah. Yeah, don't drop the soap, sucker. Please drop the soap.
Chill. Dig this. Chill out. You know what I mean? Getting too happy. We getting too happy. You remember
Why
what
are we getting too happy because of what? There's no sentences, and break that shit down for the people that don't know what's up, Mac.
Hold on, let me go. Hold on.
Because there's again, we're all up. Yeah, he got found guilty and all of that. Did y'all hear him get sentenced or no? Then he's facing 40 years. He facing 40 years and AR Rab facing 45 for some drugs. Explain this to me.
No, but my thing is that do people really hear what the judge was saying? Remember what I was saying about the second degree and the third degree unintentional murder. You know what I mean? Like,
so they wait. So I didn't hear all of that. Because we be so mad and we really don't be listening to what's really going on. We just want to hear the words that we can say. We just want to hear the word guilty. Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, I was right about that. Second degree and third degree unintentional murder. Yeah.
Unintentionally.
So yeah. So don't be mad when that motherfucker get 5 to 15 years.
Because it's up to the judge.
I don't want everybody to be out here like, oh my God, he only got 5 years. Yeah. And he gonna probably only do 2.5 of them. If he gets, he gonna do 2.5 of them, come home, walk the rest off.
On good behavior.
Because he's gonna be in protective custody.
He definitely gonna be in PC. They're not gonna put him in Gen Pop. They don't put none of the cops in Gen Pop.
Officers in Gen Pop.
Yeah, they don't do that.
No.
And we learned that from what? The Wire and shit like that?
No.
And Oz?
On in Gen Pop. So
nigga, if he would have went to Gen Pop, they'd have got his ass in the yard from the gun bus or at child time.
If it was like that, they wouldn't be doing shit that can get them sent to jail.
Right. Say that again. Say that again for the stupid people in the back.
Nah, I ain't gonna repeat it because if they don't know that already, then it's something to fuck.
Or they gonna catch it on the playback. They gotta catch it on the playback.
I'm trying to roll up because I'm still mad about that shit.
Because this how he was sitting there. So again, now Derek, whatever his name is, Dirk, was found guilty of third-degree murder. Now, when you're talking about, like you said, is unintentionally, meaning they're trying to say that he didn't intend to fucking kill him.
So listen,
he didn't.
The judge said out his mouth. This is for everybody that's listening and going to play this back and listen. The judge said out of his mouth, guilty, count 1, unintentional, second degree, murder while committing a felony. Guilty, count 2, third degree murder, perpetrating a dangerous act. Y'all not even paying attention to what's going on. Y'all not even paying attention to what they're saying.
That's true.
Y'all go back and listen to what I said and say, damn, he got found guilty on this shit. This is the shit that they found him guilty for.
Why is he the only one on trial? There were 2 other officers with their knees and shit in him. So why is he the only one on trial? Can you explain that to them? I mean, I know why, but explain it because I'm getting mad.
Listen, they're gonna use him as the fall guy.
And that's what they did. Once we realized he was the only one on trial, y'all already planned all of this. I mean, that was already taken care of. They was already doing their little side deals behind this, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes for them to say, are you gonna take it for the team? That's basically what it was. Derek took one for the team. Now Derek is the one. Is Derek the one that knew George Floyd when they used to work together?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
They had words before.
And
They had words plenty times.
he knew exactly who that man was, and he was the main one choking him. Remember in that one angle where you could see him choking him in the car and I'm trying to get him out. Why is y'all doing all of that? Why are you doing all of that? I have a problem from the journalist perspective too, because I know for sure that there are certain things and certain protocol that we used to follow, and there are certain ethics of journalism that we're supposed to follow. And a lot of this stuff has been changing within the last few years, and it's annoying. Why do my kids need to see this on the news and stuff from each angle of this man getting killed? Fucking irritating, yo. It's irritating, it's traumatizing. Yeah, and I feel like the only reason why they found this nigga guilty is because Stack 5 and all of these other people was involved. That's why y'all down to one person, and then he's the only one going to trial, and they got the audacity to probably plead the fifth. Well, you know what? And I was tired of the lawyer too. Where his daughter?
Where his daughter?
Where all of their daughters at? Kneel on their daughters and their fucking sons' necks and see how long they last.
Okay, so anybody comment about that though? I want somebody to comment about that, like what I said about the
you said people was coming for you.
Yeah, man, I got deleted on Instagram and Facebook.
On Instagram?
You know what I mean? Yeah, nigga lost some followers. God damn it, motherfuckers didn't feel how I felt. You know.
What was you giving them, game, or were they was it the George Floyd case or the Makai or Makia or whatever? What's the baby girl's name? What? I don't know her name. You know, black people be doing all this other stuff. We know Kaya as Khia. So is her name Makaya?
I thought it was Michaela or something like that.
Her name Makaya. I got the update on that too, because they found out what it was really over. Did you see that?
I don't care what it was really over.
Me neither.
Why is that something? That's like saying, yeah, you know, George Floyd had some dope in his system before he died. Why does that matter?
Yeah, it didn't matter. What was people trying to say? People was trying to justify this shit, talking about doing the screenshots. Look, this the bull DJ Chuck. Look, he tried to justify this shit. Look, these are the screenshots, right? You see the knife and all of that, right? But that has nothing to do. She shouldn't have gotten shot. You don't need to shoot nobody. Why aren't they using tasers? There's no fucking excuses for that. I posted
a video on Facebook of a white kid. I ain't gonna say no guy, white kid. He gets chased down by a cop. Stops. Cop pulls his gun out. No, he didn't even pull his gun out yet. He told him, "Come here. I can't trust you. You know what I mean? You got to come with me." He walks up on the young boy. He stabs him in the neck. Takes off running. Cop pulled a gun out, chasing him. And in a matter of, you know what I mean, as he's thinking, while he's chasing this boy, he takes and put the gun back and then pulls out the taser and shoots him with the taser.
He thought out all of that. He was able to think all of that out. But y'all the motherfuckers keep shooting.
Listen, after getting stabbed in the neck, though.
After the fact, after you got stabbed in the neck, you mentally was able to make the decision to switch. Why did you switch? The nigga stabbed you. Y'all shooting and choking niggas selling fucking cigarettes and Lucy's and shit.
Stabbed you in the neck. Then took off running. You could have shot them all in the back. Whatever.
You could have shot the shit out of them all in the back the same way y'all do these fucking kids. And he stabbed you in the neck, and you was able to rethink that you didn't want to shoot him. Oh my God.
I'm not saying that it's racially motivated.
You know what is it?
But listen to me. I'm not saying that this girl was shot because she was black. And I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is that both of them was kids. And these was both cops. This cop took a different route. And I believe a lot of cops can take
Can
that route.
take the same route.
That's all I'm trying to say. Now, the whole, you know what I mean, white, black thing, I'm not getting in that because I don't like to, you know what I mean, touch on that. But I do believe he didn't have to shoot her. I ain't gonna say I had an argument with my girl. We was talking about it because she, you know, she break it down like from a mother's point of view. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I sit back and I say, yeah, she, you know, that girl was old enough to be my daughter. You know what I mean? She could have been my daughter, you know?
Right.
So her thing was, what she say to me, like, what would you do? If it was a street fight. If it was a street fight and it was and that girl was trying to stab my daughter, you know.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is? That wasn't even the case. They always foster sisters. Can you believe that?
I kind of heard how they was talking on a different audio
over a messy room, bro.
It was from a camera from somebody's house, and it's finally being shown, you know. And you hear the girl, whatever her name is, you know, I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm gonna just say you hear her saying, I'm about to kill you, or I'm about to stab the shit out you, bitch, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when the whole thing just like went to shit. But
what about the dude that kicked the girl though? What the fuck was that about?
I didn't see that until my girl said something about that. I ain't even noticed that. I ain't noticed that at all.
Overall, okay, so allegedly they're trying to say that this was over a messy room. Come to find out, it was one of the 16-year-old's birthday party. The former two former adopted sisters came there, and the oldest one was snapping about the room in the house being messy. That's what the fight was over. Then they allegedly the foster mom is saying, "Oh, they argue like this all the time. I never expected it to get out of hand." Nobody expected nothing to get out of hand. I was looking at it from my perspective because I was the same one out there. Now, if you came to my crib, I'm going to drag you in the house and fuck you up. I'm not coming out my house. If you bold enough and you bad enough to come to my crib where I got bleach, ratchets, knives, and everything else, I'm going to drag a bitch up in here. Now, I don't know. We don't know. This is all alleged as far as, oh, somebody's ready to fight or whoever called the cops. Either way, the cops came. No matter what, when you are in those situations, I've never been in a fucking fight and was making the right decisions and was literally thinking, oh no, I'm not going to stomp this bitch. I'm just going to punch her out instead. Or I'm not going to hit this bitch with the locket because I might go to jail. Or I'm not going to start this free fall in the front of the goddamn police station on 69th Street. When you ready to fight or when shit is about to hit the fan, you're not thinking at all. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck, who was the dude that was kicking people? How was nobody able to at least try to break them up when the cops got there? Either way, there's no right or wrong way to handle that. What I do know is that was the wrong fucking thing for her to be shot. And how you shoot her and not the other girl?
Because
Can you talk, Mac?
Watch out.
He said, watch out.
The girl looked at him and he told her to watch out. And that's when she curled up to the side.
Oh my God.
And, you know.
None of them was wrong. Now, that man kicking that girl in the face, now I don't know. That was a bit much. The cop could have tased that girl. These are children.
I said I was, yeah, that's all I'm talking about. I said I wasn't touching on this one because it was a iffy thing, you know, being as though like she had that knife You know what I mean? Like if she didn't have that knife, like I would be
The
probably
other girl would have been hurt.
I probably would have been flipping out. You know what I mean? Like because she ain't have no knife, but
But she still should have been tased regardless.
people
There's no way.
keep saying the other girl was gonna get stabbed, this, that, and the third. Like I believed if she wanted to stab somebody, she would have done it. She had a chance to stab somebody the first time when she first came out the house, and then went to the girl in the pink or whatever color she was in. So if she really wanted to stab somebody, I'm pretty sure she would have fucking did the shit. You know what I mean? She just
Sometimes it's just in fear.
it's not even a fear. It's just girls just like thinking, you know what I mean? This going to back a motherfucker up. You're not going to use it, but bitch, I will.
Yeah,
Bitch, back up. You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
you black out. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't believe for a second she was going to use that knife because she had one chance to use it on the first person she came charging at, and she didn't use it on them. The old head, that's the person that the old head kicked in the head, and then she went to the other girl. Wasn't gonna stab that
Either
girl.
way, they should. I understand people's perspective. Okay. Hey, Hannah, we are talking about the 15-year-old that was shot and killed by the cop when the girls was fighting. That's Hannah. She's one of our good. Okay. The police officer said Blue Lives Matter. Yes, he did say that. But also, Hannah, what is your perspective? Because yes, the little girl had a knife or whatever, but there's no excuse on why she got shot. I'm not fucking accepting that. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. This is why you have the cop show, the dominant and all this other stuff, and this hand and that hand. You have the taser for a fucking reason. There's no reason why we should be continuously seeing these mass shootings and everything else with these motherfuckers with rifles walking past the cop and shit, and y'all just keep killing our fucking people.
Oh,
that's bullshit.
You talking about Mr. Rittenhouse?
Exactly. Whole motherfucking joint up here with it.
He got Burger King.
Here with it.
He got Burger King at the station.
And these motherfuckers charged the goddamn Central Park little boy at 16 years old, and he wasn't even the fuck there. So don't come in here trying to tell me, oh, y'all tripping. And what if that was your listen, I've been in those same fucking situations. I've been the one starting them. I've been the one ending them, and everything the fuck else. Nobody deserves, nobody's child or anybody deserves to get shot down like that. They could be tased. Y'all are choosing to fucking shoot us down because literally y'all look at us like fucking animals. Go and lie and say she charged at you with the knife. Boy, we're his daughter.
You don't even see that on camera, so now you just fucking made a whole fucking thing out of nothing. Now it's a
whole investigation.
This shit is retarded. Babe, is this the water you said smell like gasoline? You don't know. Give it to me.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I'm
Now did I smell it?
She was laying under the car. I was irritated, yo.
Oh boy. I seen a fight in Florida, dude got teased.
Yeah, it's not like that. They don't have the options. Y'all not even training these people right. But the way that man even shot her, the fucking aim that he had on him, you know what the fuck is up. You didn't have to use that ratchet. You didn't have to on no little ass girls. I'm mad as shit at the dude that didn't try to de-escalate the situation, kicking bitches in the face too. Cause you could have stopped that. Do you know how many fights that I got into where I was in the middle of and it's a bunch of niggas piping shit up and instigating all of that? You didn't have to. Who does that in a wrestling ring where they need it when they kick the shit out of you? Why would he do that to that little girl like that? Now, I ain't gonna lie. If some big bitches come with my ass, Mac, you better ride. I don't know what the. Never mind. Just call wifey and call my sisters. Never mind. I ain't gonna put you in that situation. But I'm just saying.
Listen,
if I'm getting a pause put on me, if somebody is
stop.
rolling on me, I'm expecting my dude to grab the joint off me, get off my girl, whatever the case may be. How you kicking somebody in the whole face and not even trying to stop these little girls? And now and then. Go ahead, Mac.
Yeah, I see you more so mad at the guy kicking the girl.
I'm mad at all of it because
Yeah.
I've been in those same type of situation, and that could have been me. That could have been me on either side of that. Whether somebody, now I ain't calling the cops if I'm riding. And we don't know for sure if that's true too, because again, we got this story coming out and that story coming out. It's just so much that I am mad about because again, we only had an hour. We literally only had an hour, and then we turn to the news or turn on Instagram, and it's videos of this shit. These niggas screaming Blue Lives Matter and all this so other stuff. Like, I don't understand. And y'all want to be mad at me because I want to beat their daughter's ass. The fuck? Why not? They shooting our fucking 15 and 6-year-old kids, and I can't put the pause on these hoes. I'm gonna make myself another drink. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all I'm going to do.
Hey yo.
I'm just saying, yo, this shit is it hurts, yo, because we can talk about a lot. We can talk about the parenting and certain things. Again, like I remember getting rolled on and my mom ain't do shit. I remember getting rolled on and my cousins watched. I remember starting fights with bitches just because I couldn't get to their cousin. So I can talk about the experiences and things like that. There's no excuse. You're not going to sit here and tell me, oh, if the cop ain't shoot her, the other girl would have got stabbed. I would have beat whoever. Fuck them niggas talking about they unfriending you and da-da-da. Don't nobody give a fuck. If you can't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So you
know what I noticed too? I'll be listening to, I don't be listening to, but I'll be catching certain little shit that, when that girl Candace Owens be going live and shit,
Yeah, the black girl in the white person's body.
No.
White girl. That black girl with the nut ass mushroom. That always going back and forth.
White inside of the black girl body.
White girl inside of the black. You know what the fuck I meant, nigga. Go ahead.
Listen. Hey, she I noticed she's a motherfucker, and a lot of people starting to do this shit or probably been doing this shit. But if you don't agree or you don't say some shit that's, like on her side or, like, yeah, I'm your cheerleader, that shit gets deleted. So when you go to these people page, it look like they got all these supporters and shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody's hating on them. And I ain't gonna say people hating on them, but it be people that be speaking their mind and be having some truth to the shit that they be saying, but they won't let that out.
Mm-hmm. Or they'll turn their comments off now.
Beat that shit as fast as it go up. It's as fast down, but they don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't turn the comments off no more now. What they do is they just catch all the bad shit, delete it, and leave all the good shit. So when you scroll, you just see a bunch of motherfuckers that look like
they support her ass.
That's the person on their side. They support everything that she say. You can't find nothing negative. So you sitting there like, damn, I guess everybody just like her. She,
right. Because what they do is they won't let anybody comment. You gotta approve the comments. That's how they got their settings. They gotta approve the comments first.
But I can't even say that though, because like I said, I'll be watching the lives.
Oh,
I'm watching her live.
And she deleting them while they putting them up there?
I'm seeing people say shit and they will go away like that.
And the moderators now too. Because the moderators can delete stuff. Like y'all being my moderators, y'all can delete people stuff on YouTube. If y'all don't like what they say, y'all can delete them. So yeah, it's a whole community of the bullshit.
Definitely a troll. She a troll.
Definitely a troll.
But that's not what I'm getting at though. I'm just getting at just like how media in the world is controlled. A lot of this shit is controlled. A lot of this shit that we see is what they want us to see.
Yep, exactly.
Not seeing
Exactly.
not seeing this shit by mistake or just we stumbled across it like, oh shit, this is secret. Like, no, this is what they show us because they, you know, keep us at arm's length.
Yep.
You know, that's how that go. They feed us enough to keep going. That's why I don't be believing a lot of that shit that I be hearing and shit like that, man. Like, I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe. And if that shit just don't sound right to me, then I'm just like, it don't sound right to me. Like, you believe that shit. I believe in that shit.
After a while, you just gotta use your common sense though. Like, and common sense isn't common. That's the fucking problem right there. Shit.
Yeah, everybody don't got it. Look, she done took a sip for that shit. You making me need to. I feel like I need to take a commercial break and run to my car and get my other phone because I feel like I'm missing out on some shit.
Me too, because Instagram is where it's at, and it's a lot of people live and ultimate the URL people they doing face offs today. So we gotta go Instagram. So you want to let's play a video.
All right, yeah, play something real quick so I can go to my car.
All right, let's play voice. All right.
Too far. get caught up in
We back.
Yeah, we back.
I don't know why it's delayed though. Y'all, we back. We going on the Grizzam. Is we doing the joining? Like, am I joining you?
Hold on. So make sure my phone charging. Here we go.
So am I supposed to go live or are you gonna go live?
Go live. Chill out. Slow down. Go fast.
I can't stand this nigga, bro. This nigga always talking shit.
Slow down. Go fast. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna have to hold this phone. Fuck out of here. I ain't getting that Johnson & Johnson shit.
I got an appointment for some thug loving. Let me shut the fuck up. Shit now. And I know you're getting bored. Chilling with them. I know you miss my love and my thug love. This is why. All right. I'm serious now. Go over it. This is why. All right, hold on. This is why this nigga be like. This why this nigga be like, are you serious, China?
Let me turn this.
How do I join it? You sent it?
Yeah, man. I'm waiting for you, dog.
I don't know how to do this shit. How I get in here?
Let me cancel it and send it again, man.
I'm in there, but I don't know how to. I saw it come up.
Hold up.
Send it again and then I'll push it.
Send a request. Request to join.
It don't come up anymore. That's what I'm saying. These stupid behind updates. It's not coming up anymore.
Oh.
Like, you got to do that thing that you just did again to send it to me, and then I'm accept it.
It's saying China must upgrade app in order to join. Come on, China, you out the game with Instagram, yo? Fucking the live up. Let me end it into
I
China.
guess so.
So China.
I guess so.
So China.
I ain't know I had to update it. And I know you miss my love and my thug loving.
Oh, man.
They should have never put that. All right, so while we get this together, because I'm gonna update it now, right?
So why you ain't tell people about the young boy that was shot, the 14-year-old young boy that was shot in West Philly today?
I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, they say he in critical condition.
And where was this at? What part of Philly?
54th and Arch.
Oh my God. I probably know him. 14?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yo. We really gotta do better. And I don't even be knowing what to say to the kids anymore. Like, I don't be knowing what to. I can't imagine being 14 shot. Like, what? What you mean? Was it That's another thing that we were mad about too, because we be so up in arms about the cops and everything else, and we still not doing shit to change our own communities at this point. And that's the fucking annoying part.
I was just saying that. I said, yo, motherfuckers be out here wilding and all that shit, doing all this crazy shit. And I was telling you, I said, yo, I'm trying to chill. Like, I don't want to be one of them niggas looking up at a cop, begging him not to let me die.
That part. Getting shot by your own people and looking for a pig to save your life.
Leave me, because a motherfucker wanted to blow my head off at the store or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm grabbing on this cop, telling him don't let me die.
And that's what you said about the girl too. You was like, that was her last, her last breath. She looking up at this cop.
Micaiah. Yeah, I felt like the last thing she seen was that cop with his gun pointed at her. And she died not, you know what I mean? Not so much short after that. Like, she wasn't moving no more. So I feel like the last thing she was looking at was and taking her breath was that cop pointing that gun at her. Probably hearing the chaos around her. And then that was it, man.
And just that moment, though. Yeah. Seconds. And just a second, your life can change.
That shit happened, though, because I've been shot before and shit like that. That's what, when that shit happens, yo, sometimes it feel like everything just slowed down. Like, it feel like everything just, yo, shit could happen in like 5 seconds, but that shit could have seemed like a minute. You dig me? Like, that shit is crazy, man.
And that's something that we really have to take into consideration when we're talking to our kids about different situations, because again, something like that, just a regular fight or whatever, turned drastic so fast. And no matter what it's about, it was not worth her losing her life to be under that doggone car, or for the possibility of either one of those girls losing their lives. It's just not fucking worth it. Y'all have your whole lives ahead of y'all. 15 years old, you haven't experienced anything, for real.
Yeah, so
I don't care if you...
Son, he big as shit out here. I don't know if you look on my Instagram page and see motherfucker taller than me. This my oldest, and he ain't even 18 yet. You know what I mean? He's still a teenager. He couple more years, 2 years, he be 18. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm scared. I'm scared for him. I'm scared for his little brother. Shit, I'm even scared for my daughter, yo.
Hell yeah.
I'm scared for my daughter.
Yeah, so I'm scared for my nieces.
I'm looking at these motherfucking predators being caught online, you know, trying to look and link up with little girls and shit. And that shit make me not even want to let my daughter have a tablet and shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man. Hold on. Y'all gotta give me a minute because I ain't talk about this shit. I ain't about this shit. I think I probably talked to my girl about it, or I probably didn't. I don't know, but it feel like the first time me talking about it. So before I talk about it,
okay.
I just need to take a little breather real quick before I get into that.
Well, you want me to go on Instagram? You want to talk about on Instagram? I just updated it.
I want to leave this part.
Okay.
Part off of there because, you know, I'm a rapper.
Still,
and it's a different type of following still on there. My kid, my oldest son, he's follows me on there, little brother and shit. My little brother, you know what I mean? Is if they stumble across this, you know, uh, so this why I say that I'm these predators and shit and how they be preying on these kids and shit, man. Like, and I just don't want my daughter to have tablets and shit like that. But I try to let her be a kid or whatever. But we we was away for a couple days together. Me, my daughter, my youngest son, and my daughter was playing, you know, these games, you know, Roblox and all that shit. And this motherfucker was I happened the whole time I let my daughter use my other phone to play, you know, the game on my phone because her iPad was still at home. No, I had our iPad getting fixed, and I was gonna pick it up after we was done, you know, chilling with each other and all that. So, you know, she playing with my other phone. My son, he got his iPad, he playing on his, so they playing together in certain little games and shit like that. And I take her home, you know, go about my go about my business. And then something said, I don't know why though, because I'd never done this shit before. But something said, check the messages on Roblox. I checked the messages, and it was a motherfucker who said he was 17 talking to my daughter who just turned 8, but she was 7 at the time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So I know it felt like your head was about to explode. Or just in general, the fear, the 7, 8 years old, bro. You was about to go back to jail. You was gonna go to jail that day for yours. I already know it.
Because I'm sitting here and my daughter tells this motherfucker her age. He tells her his age. And it's like he didn't even give a fuck. She tells him that she has a sister, that she has a sister his age.
First of all, I know that part right there had you like, and he still ain't care.
That's what it seemed to be. You know, just me just, you know, scrolling and scrolling. And it just was like, yo, man, this shit is fucking real, yo. Like I was mad at my daughter. I was mad at myself.
You start questioning your own parenting skills, right?
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I'm mad. Still mad. Now that I'm sitting here just thinking about it, I'm still mad because I just still feel like I feel defeated. You know what I mean? I feel like this shit makes it harder to protect your kids, man.
Yes.
Cause it's either like shelter them, keep them away from electronics and shit.
Mm.
Man, these fucking predators, dog. I just seen a YouTuber, supposed to be a famous YouTuber. I don't know his fucking name. I wouldn't even say it if I knew it, cause he's a fucking scumbag.
Mm.
Wanted to play with a little 13 or 14-year-old girl private parts and shit. Text messages, ready to meet up with her and all that shit. These motherfuckers do this shit all through games and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's not about us, like you said, checking for messages on their phones or something like that. You got to go inside the games and all. Like, we don't know nothing about that. Half of these parents don't even know what Roblox is.
On is paying for the Roblox money, whatever. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
then somebody had asked me, and he was like, you know, so why you not like that, really with your sons or whatever? And I'm like, I am. My oldest, he knows better, but he gonna do what he wanna do. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna let nobody fucking uh trick him or none of that goofy shit. He's smart enough,
Mm-hmm.
but my 5-year-old, he not even, he don't even know how to unblock the messaging and shit like that. Like me, I locked all that shit down. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
can't message him, and you can't add him as a friend unless me or his mom accept.
Approve it.
You know what I mean? So yeah, only motherfuckers on his shit is his cousins, my daughter. You know what I mean? Probably little friends from the block, friends from school, shit like that. But all that just adding people and nah. Mm-mm.
It's so scary. It's too scary at this point. Like you said, like,
You know what I mean? They don't just prey on just girls. You know what I mean? They
yeah, they not just preying on girls. They preying on little boys too, acting like changing their screen names and stuff like that.
preying on kids. For what? Through the game. I don't know why, man. This shit is just is weird. It's weird.
I know you like
Babe, can I see the lighter?
it's a lot going on in your brain about it as a
Oh,
parent.
man, because like I went to her house and I felt like I wasn't getting the reaction from her mom the way I should have got it.
Mm.
That's just how I felt.
She wasn't mad enough for you.
I can't say that. I'm just saying I just didn't feel like, it was like it was more so worried about how she gonna talk back and forth with her family members that's on there. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care about that right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about none of that shit right now. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like, all parents don't see eye to eye, right?
Unfortunately, you would think. Never mind. I'm gonna just be quiet because, child. Because and that's why I be trying to stay involved as much as I can with
Because
certain things.
you go through yours too. You know what I mean? You go through your shit too. So you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So for the men out there that got daughters, okay, and that one that might possibly have a daughter one day, okay, and it is a problem too, and that's why I'm always having the arguments that I have with my family members and stuff like that, because I'm quick to tell a female like you're not going to try to justify you not protecting your kids with me. I don't care what you're talking about. It shouldn't be no reason why you should be allowing her to do this, or you should be running your mouth as much as you are in front of these kids and certain things like that. I'm not saying I'm the best mom. No, I'm not. We all do our best. But a lot of us weren't protected. They, you know what I'm saying, which gives these people the opportunity, and they prey on that shit. These creeps prey on parents or these kids that have parents that are not paying attention to them, that might be on drugs, or you get what I'm saying, or neglecting them, or whatever the case may be. We be thinking we doing so much by providing all these game systems and virtual reality and also other stuff, shit that we've never had before, but never look at the fact that these kids want to talk.
Back to what was being done when you was coming up though. Fuck the kid, not fuck the kids that we got, but how was it for you though? It wasn't just give you games and stuff like that. What was it for you?
For me, it was, we were allowed to just go anywhere we want, and that wasn't cool. Like I remember being, we lived on Island Avenue, 72nd off of, you know what I'm saying, all of that, Elmwood and all of that. There's no reason why we should have been able to go be all the way down 61st Street by ourselves at 10, 11 years old. Damn. 11 years old. 12 years old is when I started doing what I was doing. Now, when I was living with different people.
Hold up, but what was you doing? You said you was 12 years old. You was doing what you doing.
That's when I lost my virginity. At 12 years old.
Did somebody prey on you?
No. Now, what I can say is people have been preying on me for years. Now, that specific person, no. He was 2 years older than me. He did not prey on me. What it was is the people who were around me, my older cousins, were, let me go back. Before I even lost my virginity, there were rumors about me and Tanisha that we were whores and all this other stuff before we ever even started doing anything. When we moved in the Nicetown area, everybody was messing with everybody. It was the thing. So me losing my virginity was me just feeling like I'm supposed to be doing this, or this is what I'm supposed to be doing to fit in. So it wasn't like nobody preyed on me. It was just a lot of peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of, oh, my cousins and them, they were already doing it. My cousins and them had real tattoos at 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? Like our households, the people in our households just allow us to do too much. Remember, I told you I started smoking weed at 11. My mom gave me that. We was walking the streets, like we was having dollar parties. My mom was leaving us in the house for weeks because of her addiction. Like it was too much. It was too much freedom. You know what I'm saying? And people, the guys saw that. Like it was certain guys that wound up living with us randomly.
Shit.
Like homies and shit. Same homie that was staying in our crib when something happened with the girls that we was hanging with, that nigga was riding for them. It was just so much that I was exposed to way too early, which is why I shelter my child now. Because I feel like somebody should have beat my ass. Somebody should have protected me. Again, after having sex or whatever the case be with my first, then it was the older guys. I'm 12, 13. Now these dudes 17, 18. And they just walking down the street. It's the summertime. Chris and Neef album. Just signed with The Rock. Can't Stop, Won't Stop popping. You know what I'm saying? So everybody outside. And then the niggas is like, who trying to get right? Which means who trying to get dick down? And everybody, all my friends and my cousins looking like this is the norm. You just supposed to just be randomly having sex with people, not building relationships. So that's what I thought was the norm, and something that I had to do. Nobody was protecting me. That's why I carry myself the way that I carry myself now. That's why I be like,
So
I'm going to do what I need to do, or my loyalty is everything, because I've been through so many situations where you never know what'll happen. These my own family members are not protecting me. They fed me to the wolves. So now I be like all of y'all wolves and shit.
Dad, mom, nobody.
What about him? My dad been in jail since my mom was 3 months pregnant.
Damn.
My mom was a crackhead.
Yeah, I know that.
So I literally been to 7 schools, bro. I've been to 7 schools. We used to move every 2 years. So many people tried to raise us. I was already rebellious just because of me being outspoken. But can you imagine my mom just leaving us to the wolves and all that? So when I go with other people, I'm not respecting y'all. I don't go out. Authority, what? For what? My mama can't do nothing with me. I don't even respect this bitch because she sit on this couch every day and don't even try to make a dollar to feed us. We had dollar parties at 12 years old because the rent needed to be paid. Because the landlord used to pop up and she would leave us in the crib starving. So yeah, that's why I be like, love, where? And what's love got the fuck to do with it? Because a lot of us don't know what it is anyway. If my own mama didn't love me enough to protect me, why would I trust these niggas? Why would I trust these bitches? That's why we shelter our kids now, because we done been through way too much. And I'm not going to let my child feel like my son 10 now. I can't imagine him popping, locking, and dropping, or smoking weed or dicking down. Like what? 11, 12? What are you talking about? You need to be a child. You need to be doing your homework. I didn't even know nothing about no STDs, no any of that when I started. I could.
Girl. But I can't even say you was young because like that was around the time I started doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, so
we do be young though, and that's why we become adults and be so fucked up mentally, and so distant, and so I don't know, so just like cautious in our relationships, and just be doing random stuff that make ourselves feel worthy of something. Because we children and don't feel like there's no love, nobody give a shit. So we become these bitter ass adults, or these adults that have so many trust issues where we don't even know what we're doing. Sometimes we don't. I feel like sometimes I don't even. There was a certain point where years ago I used to look at myself in the mirror and it's like not even recognize myself, or just really still trying to find myself, trying to figure out what keeps me sane and why I'm so goddamn angry, why I move the way that I move, why sometimes I wake up and if stuff isn't moving the way it needs to, or if you ain't making moves next to me, I don't want you around me. I didn't watch my mama. You know, when your parents say you're not getting enough for Christmas or whatever the case may be, and you know what I'm saying, you still get it. Yo, this one year I'll never forget. 11 years old, the house got raided. They done told this bitch if she starts smoking crack again, they gonna put us in foster care. This bitch started smoking a week later, bro. My mom laid on that couch for weeks. She never tried to go to work, but I saw this bitch go trick for some crack. I saw these niggas come up in limos and you put these nice ass shoes on and these fly ass outfits to go fucking smoke crack and suck dick, and you not gonna fucking do that shit to provide for your children? I lost respect for everybody at 11 years old. The fuck? So if I pop my pussy for some money or a car, it was to make sure Zion was good. I'm never going to just throw my shit out there just because I watched my mama do it. You know how frustrating that was? Not one thing for Christmas? You didn't even try.
that's hard. Yeah, that's hard, man. Like, cause I ain't see none of that when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I just was not fortunate to have my dad around. You know what I mean? My stepdad, he was there for my sisters or whatever, which was his daughters, but
Oh.
you know, he ain't,
Y'all never got to build a relationship?
I don't know, man. It just was like it was never there, you know, like
Did you not give him a chance because he wasn't your dad?
wasn't there. What the fuck? Like he was there every day. Like we lived together. Like
What age though?
I've been
What age
around,
did
he been around me since I was born. You know what I mean? Like so
I don't understand then.
that's what I'm saying. Like I believe it was him. He put the wall between us.
Because he wasn't you wasn't his?
Yeah,
Mm,
he put the wall.
damn.
Uh,
So how old is your sisters though? Well, how many years apart are you and your sisters?
mm,
And did y'all all live in the same household together? Obviously though, right?
yeah, we all lived in the same house. Hold
And
up.
he was just more attentive to them because they were his, maybe.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That wasn't a secret. I don't think that was a secret. You know what I mean? Like
So, but explain
even
though. So, was it just distant? Like, I don't understand. Like, did he not just
no, like I said, he was there. You know what I mean? Like he taught me how to fight and shit like that. You know what I mean?
okay?
He, you know what I mean? He bought like a big ass punching bag in the house and shit. We had like this big ass corner house, so our living room was probably like shit. You know what I mean? I can't even say most people from motherfucking living room to their kitchen because that shit don't even usually be that big. But
Right.
our shit was like crazy big. You need a fucking ladder to climb up and change a fucking light bulb in the ceiling if you had to. So that's you could play football in the fucking living room. That's how
Mm.
fucking living room was. So we had a big ass punching bag in there. Um, I had a bunch of uncles and shit. So you know I learned how to fight from them and shit like that. And we used to all work out, do push ups. You know what I mean? That's when I first started doing, 50 push ups straight. I'm 12, 13 years old and shit, doing 50 push ups. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Doing 100 and shit. You know, they grown men and shit. You know what I mean? They doing 100 push ups straight. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm trying,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm doing this shit. I'm watching boxing and shit because he watched that shit. You know what I mean? So
Oh.
how to fight and all that shit. I'm doing shit that he do. You know what I mean? He used to go play basketball and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna learn how to play basketball so I could get out there with them and shit.
Oh.
So a lot of shit I did to try to, you know what I mean, to make him even,
Proud.
I don't know, proud, comfortable enough to, you know what I mean,
Talk to you more.
not
Wait.
take me under the wing or whatever. But I do remember, you know what I mean? I remember shit. You know what I mean? I remember I got flashbacks and shit of shit when I was younger. So I remember shit. I seen shit, I heard shit, arguments, you know.
Oh.
So I still I still hear that shit. I see that shit. Like I see him, you know what I mean? He one time he fucking put a fucking gun in my mom's head and shit because he was mad. You know what I mean? That she didn't have his son. You know what I mean? That's why he had two kids by my mom, and then he was just done. He had my sister, then he had another one, and that was my sister again. He just like, all right, well, fuck it. I don't.
Because he wanted a boy, so he resented you, you think? Oh my God. Keep talking.
Yeah, that shit was crazy though. But he ended up leaving me and my mom stranded and shit. He
What?
fucking he fought bankruptcy. and off a bankrupt and left us at the crib and took my sisters with him.
Oh, that explains it then. That explains it.
Nigga
That
went.
explains a lot. Like again, he wanted his own son and he took that shit out on you. Now, I mean, on both sides too. And like you said, I've seen certain things that still my mom, like and you hear it and you can hear the resentment, or you could hear, oh, and you was a boy really trying to like do certain things that he did to make him want to be more involved with you or accept you more. Oh my God,
Yeah,
bro.
I definitely, yo, I'll tell you this though. I fucked with him. I fucked with him more than I fucked with my dad. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
older, I'm just like on some like fucking fuck both of them type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, just like they both did shit to me that made me they ain't do the same shit, but they both have done shit that make me just say fuck both of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Mm.
like I couldn't I couldn't never forget my step pop. I don't think I could ever forget my step pop. Like how he left us. You know what I mean? I feel like some of that shit is when my mom started to fall apart and shit started losing bits and pieces of herself.
Yeah.
And I probably didn't even notice it because I was so tied up into the streets and shit doing my thing that I wasn't even paying attention to my mom probably was falling apart bit by piece because of
Yeah.
shit that he was, you know what I mean? The shit that he did. Like the nigga went and married my cousin, my grand.
Huh?
The nigga went and married, left my mom, got a divorce from my mom, and then went and married my cousin.
Oh my God. What? That would have sent anybody over the edge.
But dig it though, it ain't like it's just my cousin. Like you know what I mean? Like this is my grandmom's sister, daughter. You know,
Oh my God.
this is my mom's sister, daughter. Like
Mm.
I felt like nobody seen nothing wrong with that shit. Like certain motherfuckers that I felt like should have seen something wrong with that shit didn't see nothing wrong with that shit. Was like still cool with this nigga. Like yo, y'all niggas still shaking this nigga hand after he what he did to my mom. Like the fuck.
That shit fucked up. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all supposed to be loyal to her. Like, how
Exactly.
y'all
At it. You know what I mean? Like I look at it like everybody should have been on some fuck that nigga type
fuck
shit.
that nigga shit?
But that's what I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna stay on that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay on that. They could still be cool with him, go to his little fight parties and shit that he have or whatever. I'm still gonna stand on fucking
Mm.
because the place that my mom in right now, I feel like it's only me that's you know what I mean, that's really holding on. You know what I mean? That's holding on to hope.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I got people behind me who you know what I mean support me enough that makes me keep hope, especially like my girl. You know what I mean? Like I be telling her sometimes, like, "Yo, if it wasn't for you, dog, like I don't know what the fuck I do."
yeah. Because we really be needing that other person.
Yeah, man. Like
Do you think did that create anxiety and shit early for you as far as seeing all of that, hearing that?
I believe so.
Mm.
I believe so.
Did your question though? Did your mom take the anger out on that she had for him out on you? Because
Why
I know that a lot.
ask that, yo? Yo, that's crazy that you asked that because for a long time I thought that. When I used to get, you know what I mean? Because sometimes she'd say shit to me like, "You ugly bitch, you look like just like your dad" and shit like that, and I'd be
Oh
like,
my God.
you know what I mean? Like that shit. But now it's funny though, because it just cracks me up because my mom loves on me so much. And I think, like I said, I think it was just like out of anger or whatever, man. Like I don't know what was going on at the
She
time.
was definitely angry at
You know what I mean? I don't know who pissed her off at that time that she just happened to look at me. But
because he was mad at her that she didn't give him his son. And then he's taking the anger out on her. And then she putting that shit towards you. You
mm,
look like the dad and all this so other like what? And there's so many women that do that though.
I'm gonna tell you another little secret though about me though. My first name is his middle name. That's why I don't like my name.
Oh,
Yep. That's why I didn't get none of my kids my name.
wow. You ain't even give your junior. Wow.
Yep.
Hmm.
Because I because it's his name.
Did you talk to him about this before? Have you talked like have you done therapy or is this your first time kind of speaking
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah, I did therapy about that shit. That's why it's so easy for me to talk about that shit now because I find, you know what I mean, who I really needed to let it out on was my dad, and I did that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Your real dad, right?
yeah, I gave him an earful. I
Mm.
ain't even care though. I had my girl with me. He had
He
his
ain't ki-
he had his girl with him. I had mine with me. He had his with him, and we was all chilling. And I said,
so it was like an intervention.
she said it was like an intervention. No, because my girl said she didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I just was going off on him
It was
because
definitely an intervention. I had one of them with my grandma.
listen, I just was going off on him because hold up, let me fix this. I was going off on him. I had to charge my phone. My phone was about to die on you, China. You would have been, you would
I'd
have
have been sick. Like it was just getting
been,
good.
yeah, but, yeah. Where I was at though, where I was
um, I don't know, man. You know I'm drunk.
at, yeah.
Oh, the intervention, nigga.
No, it wasn't no intervention with my dad. Like I just had to tell that nigga about himself. Like really, like dog, you was never there for me. Like you wasn't there for no graduation from kindergarten, 4th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade, all the major shit.
Yeah.
Fucking the shit that I was doing when I was playing basketball in summer leagues. Fucking just all the fucking shit that I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
bro. You wasn't around for none of that shit, dog. Like this nigga don't know nothing about me. Like if you was to fucking sit down with this nigga and be like, "Hey, I want to interview you about your son. Can you tell me about you?" That motherfucker wouldn't be able to tell you shit, yo. That's sad. He wouldn't be able to
He,
tell you shit. He probably get the nigga probably get my birthday wrong.
not your birthday. He
He
don't even know your birthday.
the nigga probably get it wrong. The nigga
So
probably get.
why? I don't. So were they not together when they had you? Like I don't understand. What's the
So
distance?
yeah,
Did he
my
already have
mom
kids
told me.
prior?
My mom told me. No, my mom ain't never had no kids with him, but me. But my mom told me that she was with my sister's dad, and I think she had broke up with him, got with my dad, broke up with him, got back with my sister's dad, and that's who she ended up staying with all the way up until, you know what I mean, I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is that my mom had him under the impression that I was his, and then he probably found out or probably told him that's not your son.
Right.
And then my dad probably started coming around trying to beat on it. That's my son. That's my son. You know, because he didn't lost his bit to somebody. Not knowing that this nigga, my sister's dad, he all bitter.
Mm-hmm.
He with a chick who got a baby nigga and it's fresh newborn and shit. You know what I mean? And it ain't his.
Right.
He know that, but everybody else don't know that. You know what I mean? But then when they start beefing and going through shit through the hood and all that shit, him and my dad, you know, that's when everybody start finding out. All right, that's such and such son, and she was messing with him. It's just, I feel like it was just a messy situation back then. You know what I mean? To be in the 80s, you know what I mean? Like it was just some messy shit for the 80s.
What year were you born?
That's none of their business.
I was trying to set you up. You heard me? What year, sir?
That's none of their business.
The 80s. That's it, motherfucker. Period. So that did that create? I know from my own experiences, not having my dad, being raised by my brother, and seeing how my mom moved. And because I'm bisexual, it made me have so many trust issues or just so many reservations when I went into relationships.
How long you knew you was bisexual?
Oh, I knew I like girls at 5.
At 5?
I knew I like girls at 5.
So that's why people say that. That's why. So that's kind of why I said that Dwayne Wade's son knew that he was a girl. You know what I mean? Like
I always felt when when people be like, I feel like I'm in the wrong body or something. Like that's why they want to transition.
That's what I'm saying.
I swore I was a boy, yo.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
swore I was a boy.
But that's what I'm saying about Dwayne Wade's son. Like how people, you know what I mean, try to crucify. Like, oh, how he gonna say he knew he wasn't right since he was young? Like, how did he know? You know, he was only a kid.
But situations. But that is true though. You can't be. To me, I don't believe that you can be born gay. Now, for me personally,
he was born. I don't think he said that. I don't think he
yeah,
said.
yeah. I get what you're, but I'm just going off of.
You know what I mean? I'm going off of like what you said. Like he knew Dwayne Wade tried to have him play basketball. And
Yes.
stuff like
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. He knew as he was going along, doing certain shit that this not me. You know what I mean? Like, so. That's why I'm
because
like, you talking about somebody saying they've been gay since born, they knew they were supposed to be in this body since they talking about that. I'm talking about like how you just said you knew since you was 5. How you knew since you was 5? How?
Okay, what I can say is
I'm thinking about my 6-year-old son who just turned 6. You know what I mean? He was just 5, April 18th. April 19th, he turned 6. I'm thinking about him, and I'm looking at him right now as you say this to me, and I'm saying, how would my 6-year-old son
know if he liked vagina?
Yeah.
What I can say is sometimes it's the situation, because I also talked to my best friend who was also a gay guy. What I can tell you is when we moved to Cokesville when we were 2 years old, there were a lot of things I watched my brother do. I watched him be around women. And we were so wretched that I was around him to be able to touch other women, like rub them and shit like that. And it was always something about a woman's touch that I always loved. I liked women before I ever liked a guy. And I only can go off of my own experiences. I just think it was the predicament or the situations that I was in. But I don't know, because I always knew it though. I'm telling you, I used to be in middle school, in elementary school too. And certain gay girls used to be like trying to holler at me, and I didn't understand why. I went through a phase where I was literally always trying to look like a boy. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to wear jerseys. I wanted to get my hair braided like Allen Iverson. And it wasn't until one of my cousins was like, well, they say that one twin is always going to be gay. And why you always wearing jerseys? What you like girls and da da da. I was ashamed. My cousin was the only girl that admitted that she was gay, and they act like they wanted to stone that girl. So for me, I stopped doing certain things. I stopped wearing the clothes that I like, but I always felt that way. I always wanted to be able to marry a man and a woman. So, but again, as you can see with my sister, she ain't playing that. She ain't doing that. But for me, I know what I like. I'm not saying that every child would know that early. I just know from my own experiences, me being around these women and watching my brother talk to them and how he dealt with them and being able to touch them and stuff like that. It was a lot of things I just learned. I saw too early. Not saying that I wouldn't have still messed with women back in the day. I mean, after the fact or when I became an adult, but certain situations can give it gives you a broader perspective. Sometimes you could just be exposed to something early and figure out you like something, you know? So I don't know.
Trying to keep my phone from dying. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm good. What you reading, China?
Leave me alone, Mac. I'm reading the text message.
Yeah, I forgot, y'all. She did tell us earlier she has an appointment.
I think it got postponed, nigga. But yeah, man, it was very traumatizing though for me because you really go through a phase of or just it being gay wasn't accepted. Being gay or being bisexual wasn't accepted.
Keep talking. I gotta find something. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, so we live or whatever. I'm on Instagram and whatnot. Mac Millie CB, man. Okay, the Mac and Blakk show. So we're discussing. Mac wanted to know how did I know or when did I know that I like women. So I just kind of explained that so y'all can see that on the way back playback. So while he's doing what he needs to do, I just want to just explain the uncomfortability or just the adjustment or just being able to just accept how I felt as far as being bisexual and things like that, because growing up in the early 2000s and things like that, because I'm a 90s baby, being gay or, being a part of the LGBTQ was not accepted like it is today. So there was a lot of shame that I had. I was very ashamed of my own feelings. I remember kind of my coming out type of thing to my family and everything. I express myself through music. So for me personally, when I came out through my music. I came out through a freestyle. If that's, that's how everybody pretty much knew what it was. There are a lot of family members. My mom always knew. My mom was the one that made me just accept it and be like, okay, it is what it is. I told my mom that I started talking to a girl and my mama said, hopefully my nieces don't see. It really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got TikTok and Facebook and everything else showing y'all stuff and whatnot. But I remember I told my mom that I started messing with a girl. And my mom was the first person to really accept me. Like, she didn't make me feel like I was different from everybody else. She said, oh, so you eating pussy now? That's what my mama told me, bitch. And I was like, well, I ain't get to that part yet. I just kissed the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But to grow up, because again, you're a teenager. Teenage years are the worst. Teenage years, puberty, high school years is like the worst experience ever. So that was kind of the phase that I was going through. Like I told Mac, if everybody that's not watching, everybody on Instagram, I knew at 5 years old, I loved the touch of a woman. I knew that I like girls before I like guys. People could try to tell me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Everybody's experience is different. I just knew that my experiences, what's up, voice? We was just playing your song, girl. We love your song. What? Baby, let's go deeper, babe. What? I be dropping draws off of that. You hear me? So, yeah, it was a lot of trauma that I kind of went through just trying to find myself. If y'all go back and listen to, just type in China Blakk, my used to be and fucking problem. And I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. So I did that freestyle, and that freestyle specifically, I'm coming out. And I remember how I felt when I dropped the video. It was so much anxiety because I knew everybody was going to see it. And then my cousin said to me, oh, you finally came out. You know what I'm saying? And it was a relief. It was really a relief. And to have my mom be like, okay, if that's what you like, then I'm going to rock with you regardless. Sometimes you really do need that support. So Boosie getting up there talking about, come on, man. Come on, D Wade. Don't cut his dick off, man. Come on. Ain't nobody say he was going to cut that man's penis off. Ain't nobody say that, Boosie. Leave the babies alone, okay? Mac Millie, what's the delay? Back up in here. So I'm on Instagram right now telling the people, you know what I'm saying, my experiences and what I went through coming out and stuff like. And another thing that was a problem for me and my sister too, when we were in high school, I started experiencing just a little bit more. And what happened was we did Jay-Z and one of the Jay-Z and Beyonce songs. It was the talent show, and then we performed. And I came out as Jay-Z, bitch. I had the motherfucking fitted cap on. I had the big ass tee on. I looked straight like a dyke, nigga. I was about to bag everybody in the auditorium. And after that performance, people would come up to my sister and say, which are you, the gay twin or the other one? So now it went from, are you Teresa or the other one, to you the gay one or the other one. So for me, that was a lot for me because again, I didn't come out, but because I looked like a whole dude on stage, all the gay females just assumed I was part of the team. I mean, I was, but I didn't want to admit it to them. And I damn sure didn't tell Tanisha. Why is y'all asking her these questions? So that was a lot to deal with too, because I have to worry about her image and how it's going to affect her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a lot to deal with. It was a lot.
So that's why I say that's why she definitely probably had a lot to deal with when it came with you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Life of a twin.
I'm telling you, and it was.
Y'all will have two different books, boy.
No, it was real anxiety for me because you know how you feel about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew how I felt. I knew when I used to see girls, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things, like I had feelings for women before I ever even thought about a penis. And when people are around you and they like be on the ill or like, oh, you supposed to be stoned, and then you go to church and they like make you feel some type of way, it's hard to deal with. It's very, very hard. Like me and my ex used to go at it all the time because he was like, if my child, either one of my sons say that they gay, I'm not ever talking to them again. And I understand the perspective and with the vision that you want for your child and stuff like that. But people don't understand that when you separate yourselves from them or disown them or shit like that, this is how they get into the streets and start getting all these different type of diseases or putting themselves in situations and doing all these drugs because their families just left them to the wolves instead of just maybe talking to their child and figure out, how did you even get to this point? The same thing you asked me. Nobody in my family asked me, when did I know that I like girls? My brother was just like, I got two twin sisters, but I wanted a brother. And this is my brother right here. I'm taking this one with me. And that was our bond. Like we used to be, you know what I'm saying, bagging chicks together. But when I used to go other places or when I used to go see my dad and I'm trying to be bro this and bro that, and he like, shut it up.
So when I thought your dad. So when did you end up meeting up with your dad?
We didn't. Okay, so my dad was in jail when my mom was 3 months pregnant. My grandmom didn't want us to go see my dad. So we saw my dad the first time we were 2 years old, but we didn't remember. Then we saw him again at 8 years old in the jail. So every time I've ever seen my dad was in the jail. This is the crazy part though. When we went to go see him at 8 years old, threw everybody in the motherfucking jail. We got in the jail and I looked around, right? You look around and you see all the DOCs, the Browns, and all of the other stuff because he was at Greatestford. I knew who my dad was out of everybody. I ran to that nigga. I didn't even know what he looked like prior to that. And
You
I
remember that?
knew who my dad was out of all those motherfucking Browns, nigga.
You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Because he was like, how'd you know it was me? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have a clue. I just felt that's my dad. You couldn't tell me that wasn't my dad. And then I told him, me and Tia, we feel like we got another sister somewhere. Maybe a year after that is when he introduced us to our little sister, nigga.
Oh, because you said y'all called each other Tia, right?
No, yeah, but it was beyond that. We used to always feel like we had another sister out there. Me and my twin used to always feel that. So at 8.5, we met our younger sister. She's a month younger than us, bro. A month younger than us. We didn't know nothing about the baby mamas going back and forth that back in the day. All we knew was we felt that we had a fucking sister out there. That's all we knew. And then he finally told us.
So how are you with her?
What's crazy is we always had the strongest bond. Me and the younger sister. Her and my twin don't really bang with each other like that. Her and my brother is cool, but me and her are like this. And I think it's because we're both just crazy at that point. Like I took her down the bottom one day and she was beating them niggas up. And you know them bottom niggas will shoot you. She ain't give a fuck. She was putting paws on them niggas, okay? She was knocking them niggas out. I'm like, I gotta get this bitch out of here. She crazier than me, okay? They already know my crazy. I don't know this crazy, okay? I know the chill when it's killers. She don't care.
Well, I lost track of my dad and his kids. So, but I got a few that I'm cool with. My sister Shamika, we call each other twin because we look alike. We look alike.
Y'all look exactly alike.
You know, if you put us side by side, you definitely gonna say, I could tell that y'all brother and sister. You know what I mean? I think she looked more like my dad than I do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But let her tell it. She'd say I do. She don't like him either. We both don't like him though. You know what I mean? But she will call him if she need him though. I won't. You know what I mean? She'll call him.
You won't call him if you need him. You be like, fuck that. I can call somebody else. I'll never need him.
Yeah, that's how I am with it. You know what I mean? She'll call me and tell me she called him. Like, yeah, I called your dad. I'd be like, your dad?
Right, your pop.
Because he ain't do shit for me. He do more for you now than he ever did for me. But, I don't knock what he be doing for my sisters or whatever. I got another sister. I don't really fuck with her because she different. You know what I mean? Her thing was like she feel like she like on the outside. Like she gotta do backdoor shit to get inside. You know what I mean? Like,
oh wow.
It's just weird with her. Like she the whole way of her trying to go about getting in everybody's hearts or whatever she want to do is just
it's weird.
It's weird and it's wrong. It's not logical.
Go ahead, Zion.
But my little brother, I talk to him a lot.
Okay. That's good.
I got another brother. He in the Army. He in Germany right now. I talked to him for the first time on Facebook. We talked to each other on video chat on Facebook.
Okay.
I reached out to him. I think he knew who I was. I think he said he knew he didn't know who I was, but he, knew he had an older brother. You know what I mean? But I was on some shit like I almost was ready to go. I was almost ready to go to Germany and be like, yo, I'm about to go chill with my brother for a while. Get this,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because I was around when he was first born. Like I remember him being in that little swing thing, that fucking.
yeah.
I remember seeing him in that. You know what I mean? Like I was telling him that shit. I was like, yo, that's the only time I remember seeing you when you was a baby. And I always knew I had a brother because I could always see that vision in my head. He was always on my mind. So I was just telling him all that shit.
Mm.
But it's just like it's so fucking hard, man, because it's like you ain't grow up with him. Where do you start? How did you?
Where you start to build a bond.
Yeah, man. And it's never gonna be the way it would be if you would have grew up together.
And that's why I was, when I lost my nana, and I know you was watching that show too. My nana is the reason why we saw my dad. The reason why we built the relationship. I felt like if it was up to anybody else, I wouldn't know my sister. I wouldn't even know her sisters, because when we got with them, we would go over there and spend the night. And when we used to get rolled on, or people used to pick with us, her mom and her grandmom, and all her sisters used to ride. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the problem is always with the parents not having that relationship built. Like my baby father has 4 baby moms and like fucking 5-6 kids, but I don't keep Zion away from them. None of those baby mamas care for me. You get what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with me. That nigga's a piece of shit. But he's going to have a relationship with his brothers and sister, because this is how you niggas wind up fucking your sisters and shit. Okay? Messing with your second cousins because people don't know each other. And it's not about what happened and that baby mom this and she was pregnant, da da da. These kids got to be able to protect each other. You get what I'm saying? It might be a situation where they in the same school, they in the same class, and they could be protecting each other. We got to be able to build these relationships or help build the relationship. It's not about us anymore. Once we have these kids, it's about them building their relationship. And that's one thing that I continue to stand by. And that's only because my nana made sure that she did that. If it was up to my grandmom, who was a goddamn cop, we would have never been in, you know what I'm saying, been able to see him. So darn, yo, we had 2 hours. We did that.
Yep, that's it. We hit our mark. That's it.
Yes, we did.
That's the.
We keep getting longer and longer, bro, with these doggone shows. We've been killing it.
No, the last one was 2 hours too.
It was.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't never do nobody's 2 hours, so we know for sure that we gonna always do a 2-hour set, right? At least try to.
Yeah, that's basically usually what it be.
Mm-hmm.
First one we ever did was like an hour and 45 minutes, hour and 40 minutes.
Yes, that was really good.
So yeah, make sure they hit that Cash App. You see it, see Blakk.
And Mac Millie 215 on the Cash App too. I thought you was gonna have your joint in there. That's why I switched mine. I totally forgot to tell you to change yours.
That's cool. They send it to CB, they send it to me.
You already know, because last time I sent you $20 for your bitch ass man.
Yeah.
Oh snap! We got it, and then the battle rap is tomorrow. So
yeah.
Do you want to just maybe talk or watch it together tomorrow, or maybe talk about it? What's the next Fridays? Okay.
Who battle tomorrow?
It's Ultimate Madness. It's the it's a bunch of people. T-Top.
Send me that, and you know what I mean. We talk off of here, but we gotta get to the ending of this.
Mm-hmm.
Play some music.
Yep.
But
What we gonna end with? We gotta end with Imani Loren. You know she dropped the EP.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna play Keep the Same Energy because these niggas, yeah, keep the same energy. Pop, mom, all of that. When your kids blow up your way, keep the same energy, Pop. You ain't fuck with me before. Don't fuck with a nigga now. I'm drunk, nigga. All right, Magdalene, we out of here.
We out.
We out.
See now that I'm coming up. Everybody trying to show me love. Where were you when I was stuck up in the mud? Now I'm a kid, nigga, you're not my blood. So keep that same energy. Ay, keep that same energy. Don't complain to me. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Nah, don't complain to me. I'm outstanding, so I stand out. You tryna fuck with me for some clout? I'm cool if y'all, I know what that's about. I'm returning the vibes, you get what you give out. Pull up in the RA, make these heads cost. I swear no one thought I'd make it this far, cause I just started. I need positive vibes only, don't need nothing toxic. Posting no pic, now I got cloud chasers calling. But keep that same energy. Don't complain to me because you had the chance to be with you. Fucking around with me, baby. And now these niggas see, babe. You see the fame and the life that I'm living. I took it all, ain't none of this was given. And just by looking, you can tell that I'm different. But keep the same energy you was given. Ay. I know they not glad that I made it. I can tell by the look on all their faces. Excuse me, sorry, forgot what your name is. All this fake love, cause I'm finally famous. But keep the same